Hey lovely people, welcome to my channel, and in today's video we are going to be discussing something absolutely important. A lot of UK companies, sponsors, recruiters, or rather employer have begun to lose their licenses to recruit overseas candidates recently. Now, so in today's video we are going to be looking at what happens if your sponsor or your company or your recruiter or the people who issue COS to you have had their license revoked. So what happens to you, their employee, and you yourself? What happens to you and as well as your dependents? We will be looking at that in today's video, and it is very important we all watch this video and pay attention because a lot is going on. Currently things are beginning to change in the United Kingdom, and it is pertinent for every one of us to be aware of these changes. Without wasting your time, let's go directly into this video. If you are meeting me for the very first time, my name is Violet Okolocha. I'm a registered nurse. I live and I practice in the United Kingdom. Let's get to it.
Ryan Little.
All right guys, so welcome back to my channel. Like I said earlier, a lot of UK companies, recruiters, employers have begun to lose their license to recruit overseas and international candidates. Now the question is, what happens to you as an employee already working in the UK if your recruiter or your employer or your company have their licenses revoked? Of course, the consequences are enormous. The consequences are grievous, and that is what we are going to be looking at in today's video. Firstly, it is illegal to pay to get a job in the United Kingdom. In fact, I should say all over the world, it is illegal and it is a criminal offense to pay to get a job. But in the UK, it is never allowed. You don't have to pay to get a job. A lot has been happening. I hear people saying they pay £10,000 to get a COS. That is absolutely criminal. It is very wrong. So if you are listening to me and you've gotten a job offer or you intend to get a job offer and somebody is saying to you, you have to pay £5,000, you have to pay £10,000, it is criminal. You get a job after doing an interview and you are successful and you meet the requirement for that job and you know what the job entails. So please, I beg you in the name of God Almighty, do not pay for any job. Refrain from paying to get a job in the UK. I repeat myself, it is illegal and it is a criminal offense. If you are caught, the consequences are enormous. Now, if your sponsor or if your recruiter or if your company happen to have their license revoked, even if you have already been employed by them, you have 60 days. I mean, officially, you have 60 days to get a new job or return back to your country, whichever country you come from. You have 60 days. Now, somebody will now ask me, what about flight fee? What about visa fee? What about accommodation fee? Now, it is legal for a company to give you an employment letter, and in that employment letter, they state it categorically that your visa, your flights, your accommodation for 3 months or 4 months or 5 months is going to be refunded from your salary. That's absolutely fine. It is legal. So it is very legal for your employer, after giving you an offer of employment or after giving you an employment letter, state in the employment letter that although they are paying your flight fee, although they are paying your visa fee, although they are paying for your 3 months accommodation when you come into the UK, but this will be reimbursed to them when you get to the UK in instrumental payment. That's fine. That's not illegal at all. It has been stated in your contract. It has been stated in your offer of employment. So that's not illegal at all. Actually, that is legal. But to pay to get the job, it is what is illegal. A lot of persons have come into the UK, they pay their flight fee by themselves, they pay their visa fee by themselves. That's fine. And a lot of UK employers have also paid for your license, your visas, pay for your accommodation, pay for your flight fee. And when you finally get to the UK, they take it instrumentally from your salary. That is legal. But what is illegal is when you are being asked to pay to get the job. That is illegal. Now, having said that, a lot has been happening. If on inspection, because a lot is happening in recent times. In fact, this week, a lot of companies have lost their license to recruit from overseas or to recruit internationally. So if they revoke your employer's license, like I said, it affects you, it affects the employer, it affects your dependents. You as the main applicant or you as the main employee, you have 60 days to begin to look for another job and leave the United Kingdom. So if you don't get another job within 60 days, you have to leave the United Kingdom. Now imagine paying for a job, coming here, and after 60 days or after investigation, they find out that you paid for the job you are doing, or your employers are collecting money to let people come into the UK to work, and they will revoke your employer's license and you are stranded. So it's not something you want to put yourself through, because the UK is not a country that tolerates illegal immigrants. You have to be legal to stay in the UK or to enjoy the benefit of being in the UK. So please, you don't want to pay for jobs. Stop paying for jobs. If you know anybody that is doing it, stop. Because if the Home Office inspects and find out that they are making money, or your employers are collecting money to recruit, upon investigation, they will lose their license. So you don't want to be in that mess. You don't want to be in that shit. So don't pay for jobs, because there is no guarantee that in 60 days you will get another job. And if after 60 days expires, you don't get another job, you go back to exactly where you are coming from, which is very sad. So you don't want to put yourself in that shoe. Now, I was listening to Sky News yesterday or 2 days back. I'll drop the link in the description box. A lady said she paid, I think she's from Sierra Leone. She said she paid as far as £65,000. I'm not joking. I'll drop the link in the description box. As far as £65,000 to get a job in the UK. Now, if you have £65,000, why are you coming to work in the UK as a domiciliary carer? Now, I will shock you. A lot of international candidates or a lot of overseas candidates who have come, sometimes they complain that there is no enough shift for them to even do. So why are you doing this? Why are you putting your life into shambles? Please, a word they say is enough for the wise. Now, do me a favor, like this video, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Until I see you again, keep living the best. God bless.